welcome to UK Versus. We are once again doing a card market update with Card Goblin, and this week is Restock week, I believe.
Yes, so finally the big restock is happening. I've been alluding to it for the last 2 weeks, but yes, it's finally happening. Incredibly busy, but good, very good. Very, very good.
That's good. And so the big restock's happening, and what is being restocked?
There's a new exciting game that will be coming to the store, which I'm pretty certain Universe players enjoy a lot because it's similar. So I'll touch on that soon. The main restock is Girl Power and Jet Burn, and then a bunch of accessories. And we'll soon be having it might not be till the week after next, but we will be having a restock on Attack on Titan as well.
Did you go on holiday next?
Yes, yeah.
So we got Girl Power, we got Jet Burn,
Critical Role decks, and Cowboy Bebop. I need to make sure I got those, but yes.
Cowboy
Bebop.
And accessories will be the Critical Role sleeves and mats.
So Critical Role sleeves and mats, Godzilla sleeves and mats. Sorry, not sleeves, but mats.
Yes.
So I know there's still people waiting on pre-orders for their mats. They'll get those the moment I get them. So they're expected either tomorrow or Monday. The moment I get those, they'll be straight out the door. Also, we're expecting Attack on Titan play mats. There we go.
The Attack on Titan play-mats do look really cool. We got to look at the Erin one as part of our product sent by UVS, and it looks really, really cool. I know Dan, who ended up winning it, is very happy with it. So that's really cool to see. So the restocks of Girl Power and Jet Burn. Any notable pulls? Anything that the community is probably already purchased by the time this video's come out?
So there's some Black Abysses. I don't know if Black Abysses are still a sought after card, but there'll be some of those. There's something Smash Kick. A few of those are going to be going back up. The biggest pull, and you already know about this, that I pulled literally probably like 30 minutes ago, was a Toga Chrome. So if you're after a Toga Chrome, the last one we had sold, so it's quite cool that we have another. So
Black Abyss is still very powerful, still very good, low attack, and pulling a Chrome is always fun. That's pretty much paid off the majority of the case.
Yeah. The Chrome is quite exciting, I must admit. Yeah.
I assume the game that's coming to Card Goblin soon is Union Arena.
No, not Union Arena. Surprisingly, I don't have access to that yet. But the game that's coming to us, and this one's quite exciting because it's not something, unless you're a brick and mortar store, you get access to. But we're getting Flesh and Blood, so that's cool.
That's very cool. Yeah, I know Charles Barkley does some product opening of Flesh and Blood. I know a few Flesh and Blood players. I know that Tam and some of the other content creators are big on Flesh and Blood as well. That's really cool to see, and I know some of my former Keyforge players that I used to play with got into Flesh and Blood, so I'll be sure to hit them up just to say this is a new place to get singles.
Yeah, so hopefully in the next couple of days we'll have the page up for Flesh and Blood. It will just be for those who are into Flesh and Blood, it will just be stock for the brand new set, so Rosetta, but it's quite exciting for us, so I'm quite excited to get those up and going. Like all games, it won't affect Universes on the store. Universes will still be our main game.
Any chances of you Hacker Show getting restocked before regionals?
I will restock it if I'm capable of getting singles from people on the second-hand market. I opened up trade-ins kind of the other day, and I have a few people to go through on those. I've just been so busy. I was like, I'll get back to you tomorrow on it. I should have known that I wasn't going to get back to them tomorrow on it. So I'll spend some time today on that. But for UU in general, our UU stock, I believe, is kind of okay. We still have quite a few of the big hitters, but I definitely need to have a restock on, honestly, some of the commons could do with a bit of a restock, and some of the rares could definitely do with a bit of a restock. So I will just keep an eye out on socials, and I will post a thing saying we're looking for XYZ, and that also applies because I know I want to get some more older cards, so I'm hoping to get some of set 4 and set 3 before the next regional. We have a lot of set 3, it's mostly set 4 I think I need to restock on. But
how many boxes do I have with that?
So yeah, stock up on more because Jet Burn and Girl Power kind of seem in a fairly healthy spot, especially after today. And UU's okay. Attack on Titan is not too bad, actually. I'm kind of... before the stock came in, I was sorting out my Attack on Titan restock, which didn't happen. I did have a mini restock not too long ago, like a few days ago, and that's gone over well. There's definitely been a lot of purchases on that end. So, yeah.
I see that you've got no Walk the Dogs for you, but you've got a lot of the other big hitters, Arm of the Wolf, Battle Hour releases.
Yeah, so we definitely, I know we don't have any walk the dogs. Those, I think we sold those all last regional. I don't think we've had a restock of those since regional. But yeah, but the walk the dogs, people, the moment that goes up, people take it. Yeah, they go, they leave.
We had a discussion on it on Sunday. It's probably the best attack in the standard so far. How's Dark Hero Arc Challengers doing? Are you still limited on stock, or is it completely sold out?
Good question. Let's have a look. There are 4 left.
There's 4 left.
4 left. So if you haven't yet pre-ordered through us and you're planning to make a pre-order through us, then sooner rather than later, I would suggest.
Yeah, we've only 4 left.
But also, don't worry if we run out of stock. I'm sure most people's locals will have stock of this. Yeah. So, and we'll likely have more stock put on at release because I don't max out my pre-order on the pre-orders available. I save some for when release happens, or in case, say, for whatever reason, they can't allocate me order stock. I got a bit of a barrier to, protect the pre-orders already made. So, yeah. Is
there anything else going on with the site before we move on to individual cards?
Not so much. I think last week I mentioned that Solo Leveling, Tekken, and Star Trek Lower Decks are now up. Also, I know with the Star Trek Lower Decks, the playmats should be going up soon for those. So there's playmats. Have you not seen the playmats? Yeah. Playmats. They're kind of cool, I must admit. They are cool looking playmats. But besides that, the site's pretty much currently in order, which surprises me. So it's constant battle to keep the site up to date. I'm throwing feelers out there for this because I'm not too sure. Sorry, this is the last store update.
I'm just looking at the playmats.
Because I know there's some crossover between, say, Universe's players and a game called Weiss Schwartz.
There's a little bit of animosity because we did Attack on Titan a lot better than they did, is my opinion.
I've heard this, yeah. But Weiss Schwartz is something that my distributor is expanding into. So with that, it may be something I may expand into, but it's very much kind of getting the feelers on it, seeing what the general consensus is and how people feel. The thing with card game players and TCG players in general, we all kind of dabble in more than one card game usually. Like, I know for me, I dabble in Magic, Universes, and Yu-Gi-Oh! I know there's a lot of people I'm friends with who also dabble in multiple card games. It's always worth just...
It must be nice to have that much disposable income.
I don't. It perks. I pay myself with cardboard. I do. But yes, that's all.
Star Trek Lower Decks playmats.
They're kind of fun, aren't they? I like how they got a cool style. I'm not too sure how I feel about the Lower Decks in general. I haven't watched the show. I'm sure it's great.
My only disappointment one is, like, the Tendi playmat isn't as dynamic as the others. So they're all scenes from the cartoon. The one with Beckett Mariner with the energy life form is iconic. That scene is so hilarious. Mm-hmm. Then you've got Brad getting ready for his date with someone from a different ship, which is absolutely hilarious. And you got Rutherford in the first episode with the zombie plague.
Oh, yeah.
Which is really cool. And then you just got Tendi sort of like there saying, give it all you've got, which is a great motivational poster, but there's so many good Tendi moments they could have picked.
Compared to the other 4 playmats, it really is quite a static. I would almost go as far to say a bit boring.
The main issue is a lot of her stuff is medical, so it would be you have to get quite graphic. Like, I'd love to see the one where Tendi is pumping a guy's heart for him as a playmat, saying, give it all you've got.
Okay.
But I don't think that gets past censors.
I can understand why they may have had to go, what's our age demographic for this card game? And then probably had to, yeah.
Still looks absolutely amazing, and it looks so good in terms of, like, the Star Trek logo. And I love Rutherford's just being, like, military propaganda, like, join Starfleet, meet new friends surrounded by zombies. Mm-hmm. It's I'm definitely going to have to get myself a Rutherford one. That is so cool. The reds, the red alert sort of feel to it that's so nice. So what's been selling?
Lots, honestly, kind of a lot of everything. We've had a lot. I think people are prepping for regional now. Like, this is peak preparing for regional time.
Yeah, we're 5 weeks out, 6 weeks max. So people
Yes.
are now starting to settle on decks. People are still trying to convince me to play Dabby 1, but
the best card, the one that's completely sold out, like within a few days of it being on the site, was Discipline Maneuver, I believe.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Discipline Maneuver is a very, very powerful one that people...
sorry, not Discipline Maneuver. That one did sell a lot. Sorry.
Nice. Wait,
Risky Encounter.
Oh, yeah. Risky Encounter is always going to sell, yeah.
Risky Encounter, that one.
Discipline Maneuver is very powerful in Smiling Titan and a lot of these 4-check tribals, but Risky Maneuver just fits into Levi, fits into Dabby 1 very, very well. I've seen him playing a lot of stuff. Yeah, Smiling Titan seems to be the big bad of the next regionals, and it's basically a case of you need to hit Smiling Titan as big as it's hitting you, or you need to be able to defend against those big attacks.
Yeah, it's very, from my understanding of how the card reads, and I'm not hugely competitive on the game, so I can misinterpret what a card is really meaning. But from my understanding, it does read as very powerful.
Yeah, so basically it reads as if you play it from your hand, it gets plus damage equal to how many foundations your opponent has more than. What its formula allows you to do is go down 3 foundations, play it at -2 difficulty, which means you're playing it a lot cheaper as well, and then you get to blitz before the enhances, which means that you go down 3 foundations. So if you're both at 10 and you go down to 7, it comes in as a 4/7 from your discard.
That's mental.
And because you can play it from your discard, it's kind of acting as an additional card in your hand.
Okay, yeah, no, that is broken.
Yeah, it's one of the things that a lot of people are using it for, because it's kind of like pseudo increasing your hand size. That's why I like the Attack Titan attacks a lot as well, because it builds down and then you can use it as an attack, but change it from a 8 diff to a 5 diff, and essentially increasing your hand size by 1, because if it's able to pop off that ability, you've got an additional card in your stage that you can play as an attack. How's prep for the holiday coming? Are you getting everything for on the website done?
So I'm going to be crushing. So basically, usually I can be a bit of a workaholic, you see. So I try my hardest to make sure I take Sunday at least off. But with the holiday coming up, I will be just working up until the holiday, just to get stock up and just to make sure everything on the site is ready. And, make very clear to just the community at large that, we are away from X time to X time. And it will cause a small delay, not a huge delay, but just a small delay on orders getting out. And we're going to, I'm working on making a thing for the website, so it's clear to whoever enters the website to know that we're not closed, we're just on holiday. I will still be able to access, say, if you have ordered from us and you've had your dispatch notice and you haven't received the item yet, I will still be able to answer emails and the web chat. So if it's really urgent, I will get back to you within a couple of hours. But
although those answers might be a little bit drunk.
No, I'll try not to. It's more likely I'll be answering with a spoonful of gelato down my face, because I hear Rome has really good ice cream. So
are you going to be looking for some card game shops, and if you can pick up some?
I'm going. I'm going when I'm there. If I see a card game shop, I'm going in. Just to see what they have. And honestly, if they sell Universes and stuff, I might just buy a pack or 2.
I mean, Italy does have some pretty good players, so they might have some stuff around.
I would definitely be looking for game shops while I'm there, for sure.
Well, any last words for the community?
Just keep an eye out for the site and on the site for restocks. Jetburn and Gil Power, hopefully, if all goes well, will be restocked within the next day or 2. So probably by the time this video is up, I will make a post on the Facebook groups and things, just as well as, as I've already said, we will be closed from the 27th to the 3rd of October.
Thanks for joining me, and I'm going to leave you with one traumatizing piece of information. The curry house we went to in Nottingham after regionals was on an episode of Kitchen Nightmares back in 2012.
Oh God, what's it?